Hi everybody, this is Sarah Al-Amiri in Why Not Show.
Hello everyone and welcome to our program Why Not? I'm your host Ahmed Murad.
Lovely viewers of Why Not? I am your host Rita Jishkinani. Hello dear viewers, I'm your host Rita Jishkinani and this is Why Not? Right now we've entered the world of Robo Sapiens, a mix of humans and technology. This is where we move into the future. We're gonna see how technology moves into our lives. Robots, AI, smart systems, and it makes you think what we have in store for the future. Let's see what we have right here. So over here we have a sort of X-ray machine, but this section shows you what your hand would look like if you turned maybe into a robot. And we also have different screens showing us different things, and it actually can be used for health purposes, you know, an X-ray. Over here you can see my hand as a human hand, and the inside of my hands you can see the muscles where my bones would be, my knuckles, right? How cool is that? Let's see what the other screens also have. Oh. Also a robot hand. I can imagine how useful this can be in all the hospitals and anybody scared of X-rays. So simple and easy. So let's explore how technology can help us in our human bodies. Come over here if you may. We have the human body right here and a bunch of, let's see, technology. Let's start off with the brain. What they offer, the brain-computer interface. So actually what this is, it's a device that can read minds to a degree, not fully. And it uses the brain's natural electrical activity to control the computer or machine in the brain. That sounds pretty cool or pretty scary. Let's see what else. Right here, artificial heart. So heart disease kills more people worldwide than any other cause. So if anybody has any issues with heart problems, there is an option for artificial hearts. Let's see for the hands, for example, microchips. Microchips can hold a wide variety of data. So it's like having your own little tag, having your own little barcode that they can scan and everything about you can appear. I think that's pretty cool actually. Let's see what else this Robo Sapiens Center has. Over here we have a rod, and what I have to do right now is place my chin on it and close my ears, and I'll tell you what I hear. Let me press this button right here to listen to sounds. Right now I can hear traffic noises, and what I think is happening is through the rod it transmits vibrations into my ears. And actually, if you can see the photos over here, over here. For example, this baby, you can notice she has a little device right behind her ears. And this device does the exact same thing. It helps people with maybe damaged ears to listen to noise. So I think that's really cool. Let me continue hearing other sounds. Over here, dear viewers, we have the DNA. Now, as many of us know, the DNA is made up of 4 types of bases. We have the yellow, purple, red, and gray. Now, let me place it on to the DNA. And as many of us know as well, the DNA helps determine many things about us, like our eyes, our hair color, maybe our skin color, and so much more about us. I see something right over there, and it has to do with vision. Let's see what it has to teach us. Simple solutions can solve serious problems. So right here, if you can see, we have an eyeglass. Now, we have this little box as well, and what I'm assuming is I have to look into the lens. We also have some images right here. We're going to be experimenting right now. Let's switch it out. So we have to place an image in one of the slots, turn the level to add or remove fluid until the image comes into focus. Okay, so this is what the lever is for. It's supposed to help with the focus. Let's see if it's helping. Okay, I do see it moving a little. And it is, I can read it clearly. So we have EFPTZOLPED. Let's see if I got it right. This is the coolest part where technology gets so fun. Come with me. Over here we have, what do you guys think this is? It's a robotic hand. Now let me place it on. Like this, kind of like a jacket. Now as you can see, when I pull, it closes exactly like a hand. See what I can do over here. Let's see if I can pick this up. Whoop.
Wow.
On to the other side. Another one. See guys, a lot of people may be against technology in our everyday life, but you can see how helpful it can be for people. Dear viewers, we have a prosthetic leg. Of course, we all know how this helps many people in their daily lives. Let's try one on. Over here, Place it down. Place it onto my thighs. Make sure it's fastened well, nice and tight around my legs. Let's see if I can walk on one. Oop. Okay. So this is not something I'm used to. Oh. But we can all see how this is working. Let's see what else the center also has to offer. Over here we have an artificial hand, but let me show you something cool about it. Right here, I'm supposed to place my inner arm and it's supposed to mimic my body, my hand. As you can see, I opened my hand and it also opened its hand. Basically, it's picking up my muscles to copy my movement. How cool is that, guys? So let's see what they have right here on this side of the center. Another artificial hand. So over here we have an artificial hand and 2 buttons. Press the blue and red buttons in the correct order to make the hand move. So let's see if we can do something. Press the blue and red buttons in the correct order to make the hand move. So let's see if we can do something right now. We have a few instructions over here. So to count, we have to put the red, blue, red. So let's see if we can do that right now. Red, blue, sorry, red, blue, red. No, it's not working. Good. Unfortunately, it's not working with me. Or right here, guys, it just did. It counted to 5. Let's see if we can do it one more time. See? Red, blue, red. Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. How cool is that? Technology, personally, is my favorite thing, and how we can insert it into our everyday lives. Here, it's a little, let's see, documentary, making us question, do we really want technology to come into our lives? What do you guys think? Well, I'm gonna continue watching the documentary, maybe learn a few things, maybe have new opinion. I'll come back to you guys later. Over here, dear viewers, I'm gonna challenge an exoskeleton strength. I'm gonna pull on this and see how much I can lift. I think the highest so far that I saw was a 75, and it's nowhere near the skeleton strength. Well, already tired and beat. Let's see something else. So over here, can you guys see anything through the glass? I definitely cannot, but I have this handy dandy tool, a camera. But there's something special about this camera. It can detect an infrared light, something our eyes as humans can't detect. Now what I have to do to activate it is press this button, and you can see the camera is on. And now you can see through the camera a house, airplane. I think that's a helicopter actually. It's kind of like a night vision goggle. I would love to have one of these at night in my car when I'm trying to find something in the little drawers. Would be a perfect tool to have. Right here, we're gonna be viewing an artist's gallery where he imagines what the future would look like with technology. So right here, we have a future bionic eye. This is his imagination of what it would look like in the future, with what he thinks materials would show up in the future as well. You can see, I think, the eyeball, even the pupil, he's thought about it. It's very detailed. Now let's see what he has on the other side. We have what seems to be a future enhanced brain. So it's a device attached to the brain. How cool is that, guys? There's two more. Let's go ahead and see what he has. The future artificial heart. And he even includes a sound replicating the heart pumping. We have one more on the side. Let's go ahead and see it. So we have the future micro robot. Let's see what he has for this. Real micro robots will need to be incredibly small, as you can see, it is small, to easily travel inside our bodies. Imagine this one as a small fruit fly. So you can imagine this little device just flying around our bodies. How do you guys feel about that? So, dear viewers, I am joined with my little friend, the hedgehog. Look how adorable it is. Wow, its little cute nose. It's not fluffy at all. You can see the little spikes. But I guess I'll let it be so we can discover this exhibit right behind me, AI. Let's go. So this is my first time here, like many of us, since this is a new expansion to the center, and we're going to be discovering it together. Dear viewers, we just got to the new exhibit and already see some activities that I want to try out. Let's check out this first one right here. So this is called the vertical jump. and it's telling me to stand on the it's telling me to stand on the platform, and I'm assuming I have to jump. Let's see. It's telling me to jump as high as I can. Oh, okay. Well done, you can jump 22 centimeter high. Okay then. I'm like in 3rd place in the high scores right here. They even recorded a little video of me. Oh no, it's still 22 centimeters high. Well, I did try. Now, dear viewers, there is another activity, and I'm assuming, based on the heart right here, it has to do with my heartbeat. So it says to embrace the handles and stand still until your resting pulse rate is measured. When your pulse rate is measured successfully, start stepping on and off the platform and observe the changes in your pulse rate. So let's try that out. Embrace the handles and stand. Okay. When your pulse rate is measured successfully, start stepping on and off the platform. Okay then. It kind of reminds me of like an in-body test. If you guys go to the gym, you would know what that is. Let's see. Now let me try getting on and off the platform. So let me just... You can see it going down to 0 and like get back up. And the heart rate is increasing and going back down, up and down. It's going up and down. Going from 83 to 120. Interesting. Okay then. There's another one right here, another activity that I think is super fun. Okay, and it's called the balance test. And I think it's very self-explanatory. We're gonna try out balancing on this board right here. Okay, so I have to hold onto the handlebar, and once I let go, it's gonna start timing me right here. So let's see how long I can balance myself on it. Okay. Oh, okay, no, nope. Okay, I'm not the best at balancing, guys. Let's see. I'm trying my best here, but I can't seem to get myself to balance. So, right here it says, did you know your organ of balance is in your inner ear? If you're about to fall, your body tries to regain your balance. The balance organ is what tells your brain you have a problem, and it quickly sends out instructions to the right muscles to keep you from falling. And it's not doing that right now with me. I keep falling right now. I think that's enough for me right now. As you guys can see, I'm not the best at balancing. We have a puzzle right here. We have a bunch of vehicles, so we're gonna try to match them up. Have this bus right here. Where does this seem to go? I think we already did this one. We have a huge ship that goes right there. The bus, the yellow bus. And we'll top it off with the cloud right here. me, dear viewers, you can see two pieces. Standing alone, it looks quite odd. But if you look through this thing right here, it's called an ocular. Come with me. It appears to be a chair. So how about you guys check it out and let's see if I can get myself to look like I'm sitting on it. Okay, I want to assume like I have to stand somewhere here. I don't know how I'm doing right now. I hope I'm getting it right. Let me know, guys, am I sitting on the chair or not? This is a whole workout for my thighs. So guys, let me know, how am I doing? Do I look like I'm sitting on the chair? Right here, dear viewers, I see soap and a stick, and that could only mean one thing, bubbles. So let's create some bubbles together. So the sticks come in different shapes. I have this and this. So let's see what happens. It's not doing anything right. I feel like because I've seen people do this before, if they wave it around, usually, let's try this. Yeah. Let's try. I just don't want to get the team soaked with soap. Well, that's fun, guys. One more time. I will call it an end. Well, I think this is my last stop right here. I hope you guys had as much fun. Well, dear viewers, I had so much fun in the Robo Sapiens section, using technology and seeing how technology can enhance our lives. I think my favorite part has to be the hearing one. I heard the national anthem, traffic, and of course my favorite, cats meowing. Now, to be honest, since my school life, I've never been interested in science. I was never good at science. But technology with science, with our human bodies, it's a good mix. It's something I can get with. Now, dear viewers, can you imagine a future with technology? Do you think it's gonna be helpful? What do you think? If, let's say, the microchips were able to store information, let's say school information, would you be okay with it? I think back in the days I would say yes when I was in school. And I'm so proud that we have something like this here in Kuwait, developing AI and smart systems and robots, and just for our future. It's very helpful for us. And we have a center that revolves all around that. What do you guys think? I would love to hear what you have to say about the Robo Sapiens world. Now, unfortunately, that's all we have for today's episode. I hope you had as much fun as I did learning about everything and anything about technology. I'm your host, Rita Jishkinani, and this is Why Not?
Hi, everybody. This is Sarah Al-Amiri in Why Not Show.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to our program, Why Not? I'm your host, Ahmed Murad.
Lovely viewers of Why Not? I am your host, Rita Jishkinani.